this talk today by doing an exercise with you. So, how many of you have done imagery before? Okay, good. So many of you. That's wonderful. All right. So as I was thinking about the tasks of the elderly, and I'm thinking about what might be a nice thing to really focus on in the here and now for all or any of us, this exercise came to mind. And I've been leading some variation on this exercise for over 20 years. I started out, I think, in the late 70s working with hospice, doing this exercise with groups, and I just find it very helpful. And it's a different variation every time I do it, but I think you'll enjoy it. First of all, before I do that, though, any other comments or any other thoughts or awarenesses or wisdom that any of you have to share amongst yourselves before we go into this exercise? Yes? Uh-huh.
I think the one thing that I try to remember when I work with the residents and the staff that I come in contact with every day is to not go into any situation with preconceived notions or ideas, but be open to listening and feeling from others, and then trying to incorporate that on a holistic team approach to whatever the situation or question, concern, problem, whatever you want to call it is.
Yes, and you find that to be useful.
Absolutely.
Yes. Could you all hear what she said? So one of the things that she has found to be very useful in working with staff where she works is to go into situations without, as much as possible, without a preconceived idea of what is best or what the deal is, and to ask, so that in team meetings and such, there's a real willingness to open up and ask for what is going on. Of course, as a way of life, this makes us a whole lot easier to get along with in general, right? So, all right. So this exercise I call a forgiveness exercise. Sometimes I've called it attitudinal healing. And you might want to have a writing utensil nearby, because sometimes if you go into this deeply enough, you'll have a slightly altered mind, and then you might like to write a few notes to yourself at the end so you remember whatever awareness that you have. And let's see how we're doing with time. Yeah, we've got plenty of time to do this. All right. So, is there a way to dim lights in this room or not? Anybody know? Clueless in... I think I won't worry about it. All right. So first thing to do, just see if there's anything that you're wearing that's poking or bothering you or is going to have you be uncomfortable, and undo it, loosen it. I've had some interesting questions at this point. Yes, whatever. And uncross your legs. Just let yourself get comfortable in the chair where you are. And I'll invite you just to settle back and close your eyes. Just close your eyes. And allow yourself to settle back in the chair and just take a few minutes to breathe deeply and notice that the chair is supporting you. Allow the sounds around you just to begin to drift away a little bit farther. And let yourself breathe deeply, so it is as if your breath is going all the way down into your pelvic girdle. Become aware of any tightness or tension in your rib cage and your shoulders. And with a deep breath, just really let that go. Let it peel off of you. Like rolling butter, just peeling off of your shoulders. And sink back a little deeper into the chair. Again, become aware the chair really is supporting you. And feel your breath as if it could go all the way down to the soles of your feet. And all the way down into your wrists wrists and your fingertips. Become aware it is as if there is a silver thread supporting the top of your head, so your neck can become very relaxed. And the mask of your face, whatever tensions, whatever face you've been holding on to, just let it melt away right now. Just let it melt away. And now in the very center of yourself, become aware of yourself, breathing deeply. And I want you to reflect now. Think about a situation in the last week or at least recent past where you felt a little miffed about something. Think about a situation that left you feeling a little angry or not so happy about something. And think about the central character in that, if there's one person that you can think about. Or if there's not a recent situation, just think about a person that you have had some trouble with in your life, that you don't feel completely resolved. And imagine that person now is standing right in front of you, and you continue breathing deeply and just letting yourself relax in the chair. But imagine that person is standing right in front of you. And notice that that person has a heart that is beating. Notice that that person is breathing. Notice that that person is living in a life of their own, that that person has hardship. Notice that that person has things that they deal with that they don't always know the answer to. And become aware now of your own heart beating. And imagine now in your heart that there is a golden light that is getting bigger and brighter. You can even feel it as a warmth in your chest. And allow your breath to magnify and allow this light, this warmth, to grow, become bigger and brighter. And imagine that a beam or a thread now goes out from your heart and touches into the heart of the person with whom you have some difficulty. Feel that connection as if it were a vibration, touching that heart. Feel the connection of that heart. And notice that heart also becoming brighter. If you can, in your heart, hold an intentionality of goodwill and a wish for this person to know how to do their life in a very kind way. In a very kind way. And then feel coming back from that person's heart a beam right back to your heart. And here's the tricky part. Let it in. Let it in. Let yourself receive what is in the heart and from the heart of this person. I'm going to invite you to very gently open your eyes and make some notes to yourself. Make some notes to yourself about this. I'm going to just be quiet for a minute or two and let yourself make some notes. All right, any comments that anybody would like to make? I'm nearing the very end here, and so we've got a few minutes left. Any comments that anybody would like to make here at the end?
Wow.
Good. Yeah, good. This exercise, I guarantee you that if you do this exercise every day for a week, it will completely transform the situation that you're in. So if you're in a difficult situation, I encourage the practice of this particular exercise. It will completely transform the situation for you. Of course, it transforms you in the middle of it, but that's how we transform everything anyway, right? All right. Yes?
I was just thinking how great it would be if the self-articulated symptoms of the Kim Jong-il.
Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great? Did you hear what she said? Wouldn't it be wonderful in diplomatic meetings if they didn't sort of start out by doing this exercise? You know, I lead all business meetings that I lead by starting an exercise of meditation, and it makes a nice difference. You really feel like people are working together if you center in together. Those of you who work with me know you're smiling at me. All right. Well, thank you all very much. This has been a deep pleasure to be here with you.